All right, hello OAS family. It is time for another book review, and today we are reviewing a book called Elementary of Flower Painting by Yu Chung-lin. And before we get into the details of the book, the general statistics are it is a very popular size. It's 8 1/4 inches wide by 11 3/4 inches high. It has approximately 173 pages, and it has text in both English and Chinese. So as the book implies, the book is about, as implied by the title of the book's about flower painting, and it does have painting in both the spontaneous and the fine line styles. So we're going to go ahead and get into the details of the book. I have this lovely lotus painting here on the cover, and then table of contents that talks about all the different flowers that are covered in the book. This is quite a ample book, especially given the price. So I think immediately we have a hint that the book will be of a good value. So it starts off with the peony, and we have a sort of panel of different styles of peony compositions here in various colors to get a sense of how diverse the subject is. And we get into here a little bit of a breakdown of the technique and the style for the fine line rendering of the subject. You can see here the outline work, and a little bit here how they did the filling in. And then we have a couple different boneless styles here on the right hand side, a couple different spontaneous styles where you can see different depictions of the peony. We go in a few more styles. This one mixes the outline style for the flowers and the boneless style more for the other elements. And then we have kind of the same ideas here where we have a mix of the two styles. Continuing on with the peony, a couple simpler compositions. Beautiful finished composition here with a couple birds perching on this peony composition that has two main flowers and a bud. And then this very simple single flower boneless style here. And then we move on to the next flower, which is the peonia. So we have, again, you can see this format is going to be here throughout the book. They're going to show final compositions in different styles. Not a lot of elemental breakdowns in this book, but it is nice to see, each book format has its positives and negatives. So when we don't get a lot of elemental breakdown, then we do get a lot of different examples of final compositions, which is also very nice and very useful. As you can see, more compositional ideas. So going on, next is the hibiscus. So we started here with the introduction, little 3 different compositions, a little 4-panel idea of different hibiscus compositions. And then we get Rosa indica. This is the pomegranate blossom. And then we are entering into the section on Lotus. And you can see when it gets to the more iconic subjects, it does weight them more heavily. So as we saw in the Peony section, there was quite a sizable, amply sized section dedicated to Peony. And then I think we have the same idea with Lotus, starting off with this multi-panel example of different ideas for the Lotus. And then we have this 4 different compositions here showing a lot of diverse renderings of the subject. Continuing on with Lotus, sections where the depiction of the leaves is more of the focus. I like this idea where we have almost like the shy flowers. Here we have like a kingfisher on a folded leaf. Three more wonderful final compositions here featuring Lotus. And then now we get into the water lily. And then into Camellia. It's another section here on Camellia. And then here we transition into yellow hollyhock and the red hollyhock. So on the left-hand side, we have azalea here and then blackberry lily here. And then a couple pages here on the daylily. Continuing on with the daylily. These rocks and these compositions are very dynamic and exciting and interesting elements. And then this section here that they're calling lily bulb. And then this flower called the tube rose. And then on this left-hand side, we have Alamanda cathartica, and then poppy here on the right-hand side. Some butterfly tree and trumpet creeper on the left and the right. Lovely color work here. Really nice fading and diversity of color within a single element. And then moth orchid on the left and Alice on the right. Section on magnolia. And then cotton plant flower. And then 3 more ideas of magnolia here, and this is coral hibiscus on the right-hand side. I believe this is also called the lantern hibiscus. We have Cape jasmine here. And then the plum blossom. Continuing on with the plum blossom. Then we have the winter sweet and the peach blossom, cherry blossom, this is a stunning final composition here featuring this pheasant and cherry blossom. And we have pear flower here on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side we have geranium. Begonia on the left and rosebay on the right. Sweet osmanthus on the left. Hydrangea on the right. And then we have moth orchid and garden balsam on the right. This is something that they're calling Abris precatorius. Shown here with a picture of a couple birds called the Siberian ruby throat. And then we have begonia on the left and winter jasmine on the right. Orange jasmine on the left and nonochorid on the right. Smartweed on the left, and then wisteria. Continuing on with wisteria. Some more compositions featuring flower and bird, featuring wisteria. And then crepe myrtle. And then pigeonberry on the left, garlic vine on the right. Thyrus odoratus on the left. And then we get into morning glory. Author has a very distinctive style for painting morning glory. And then chrysanthemum. Daisy. This is a very interesting painting, more abstract, probably one of the looser things that I've seen in this book. Has a kind of almost a Western feel too, sort of impressionistic. This is orchid. And sacred lily. And then here's combining the sacred lily with camellia. Bamboo. Continuing on with the bamboo. We have willow here. And then reed grass. Oil palm. Plantain. And then pine. Chinese juniper, and cypress. So now we're sort of transitioning into a section that's mostly more focused on trees. So we have this Firmiana here on the left-hand side, and then just a section that they call bushes. Then maple. We have poinsettia here, and then Chinese amaranth, grape, sacred bamboo, and then cherry, and lychee, loquat, so wild grain here on the right hand side, a little section on pomegranate, nice sort of boneless, looser style here, and persimmon, water pear and peach, bergamot, loofah, and then a section we have on vegetables here. We have like some bok choy and some long beans and squash, radish. And that will close the book. So as you can see, a very diverse book, also predominantly focusing on flower painting, but you can see that there was ample sizes, ample size sections of where there was emphasis on trees, and then another section at the end where they sort of brought fruit to the forefront. So we have limited copies of this left in stock. So if you like this book, make sure you get it before we sell out. This is also a nice lead up because we have an upcoming OAS painting challenge coming up, in which we're going to focus on flower painting for 108 days. So it's 108 flowers in 108 days, and it's themed after Ningye's 4-book series called 108 Flowers. So if you are not already a member of our OAS Facebook group, you can go to Facebook and search OAS Life on Facebook, or we'll also leave a link to the group in the description. But the painting challenges are easy to participate in. We just challenge everybody to paint a little bit every day and to snap a picture of what they're working on and post it to our OAS Life Facebook group. And you will find when you join the group that it's filled with talented artists and also very kind and encouraging people. That we've set a lovely tone with that group, and we really like how artists of all levels are receiving encouragement as part of that group. And we're very proud of that group and the people that are part of it, and how they carry themselves and how talented they are. So thanks very much for watching this book review. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more content like this. And as always, we wish you happy painting.